All right, let's try that again, and hopefully we cured our audio ills. So if somebody can hop in immediately and tell me thumbs up, thumbs down on if we fixed the alien voice that I had rocking and rolling just a minute ago. That was creepy. All right, let's try that again. Yay! I can hear myself and it sounds better. Boy, that sounded terrible. All right, thanks so much for joining the Digital Weather Desk powered by Century Next Bank. I'm Jared Floyd. Thank you, Nephew Cooper, audio technician extraordinaire. Again, for folks without power, we're going to hop in, get things taken care of. We are starting to kind of get things moving. Again, not necessarily moving as quickly as we'd want, but we're trending in the right direction for a lot of folks. Today's forecast made possible by ServPro Monroe. West Monroe, faster to any size disaster. Call or click servpro.com today. And on that note, while they are a local business partner of ours, again, I just want to let folks know that if you need their services, water damage from these storms, call the local number, 318-345-5121, and they'll get you squared away. Again, I-20 is moving both directions all across northern Louisiana as of earlier today, so some positive news in that direction. And the snowpack is starting to melt. The snow and ice from the visible satellite looks like clouds that aren't moving through the Mississippi Valley. All of the snow and ice starting to melt away across the region, so that's obviously a plus side as well. Your radar made possible by Brown's Roofing. Again, schedule those roof inspections at brownsroofingla.com as they continue to get crews out and about to survey roof damage across the region. A lot of folks were dealing with ice damming and things of that nature. The good news is a lot of the ice and snow, ice and sleet and stuff starting to melt from the roof, so that's some positive news. So look at the power outages, and again, power outages and alerts, things like that, made possible by Allegiance Health Network, where we still see a lot of oranges, reds, and purples, which are the colors that you don't want to see on the power outage map, showing 40, 50, 60, or more % of our area without electrical service. And while, again, those numbers are improving, they are obviously not where we want to see them. It's not where Entergy wants to see them. It's not where nobody is enjoying this process as we continue to restore power from the storm over the weekend. High temperatures since midnight. A lot of us hit the 50-degree mark today. Low 50s in some locations, and we'll probably return there again tomorrow. Still at 50 in Monroe, same in El Dorado, 48 in Ruston, 48 Vicksburg. So again, a nice little fall across the region. Greenville's still one of the cold spots on the map. But you take a look at the wind speeds, and we're generally with winds out of the west and northwest, which not necessarily where you'd prefer to have those winds right now, but not making that much of a dramatic difference in the overall forecast for tonight. A lot of us will drop well below freezing again tonight, so make sure you stay warm safely. Again, the messaging does not change, and I know that there's a little bit of a fatigue to that of make sure you check on everybody and stay warm safely and blah, 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 blah. But that fatigue pales in comparison to the folks that are without power, and they're tired and they're cold and they're ready for this to all be done. So again, make sure that you check on those that you can check on. If you can help folks and you can reach them, do so. I know that, like I said, the roads are improving across the area, but we'll keep an eye on that as we go through the next couple of days. Along that note, we are expecting to see another surge of Arctic air. And before we get there, visibility could be an issue. I just showed you the futurecast showing visibility. We could still run into some freezing fog issues. I know that it wasn't really advertised there, but it's a possibility as we head through the morning hours tomorrow. High pressure will move east, give way to another area of low pressure that'll dart through the region on Friday. I think that precipitation chances will stay quite low. One thing that you'll note is a little bit of low to mid-level moisture getting trapped kind of within the pattern, if you will, as the cold air continues to advect in through the weekend. And there has been some hinting at the potential for some occasional snow flurries or light snow late Friday into early Saturday morning. It's not something that I've explicitly thrown in the forecast, but it is also something that has been routinely advertised by the computer models. I don't want it to be anything that folks get overly worked up about. It's Wednesday. We'll talk about it more tomorrow if it's still potential, and then we'll dig deeper into it as we go into Friday night, Saturday, if that would be the case. It wouldn't be impactful, significant, measurable precipitation. Some computer models are throwing out some very small trace amounts of snowfall. Again, it's not something that folks need to be concerned about, especially those without power or those that are just now getting out and moving travel-wise. We're not sounding any kind of alarm bells about it. In fact, it'd probably be something that some folks would be like, oh, this is cool. This is what we wanted to see in the first place. But it's a little early in the process to really get into a whole lot of specifics. But it is something that I at least want to acknowledge in the forecast so that if it happens Friday night, Saturday morning, and somebody goes, you didn't tell us that was going to happen, I could say, well, I said it on Wednesday. So again, Futurecast shows skies clearing as we head through the rest of the weekend, and a pretty cold weekend in store, but temperatures should rebound by the early parts of next week. Lows tonight fall back into the mid to upper 20s. Again, stay warm safely. Most of us will drop below freezing a few hours after sunset and spend several hours below freezing tonight. Make sure you're staying warm safely. Be aware of those carbon monoxide hazards. Check the generators. Make sure they're in a ventilated spot. If you have a standby generator, make sure that you've changed the oil in that thing, or at least keep an eye on the oil levels. You don't want to burn up your generator at this point and have an expensive issue on your hand. I'm a new generator owner, so I'm just learning all that. So I'm just trying to remind folks. High temperatures today in the tomorrow in the upper 40s to mid 50s. Most of us should return to the 50s tomorrow, and that will continue to accelerate the thaw across the region. 7-day forecast made possible by 3B Hardware. Again, patchy freezing fog is not out of the realm of possibilities tomorrow morning. I know folks are going, Mother Nature's just throwing everything at us, but it's actually kind of a common occurrence behind winter weather events like this. We will drop noticeably colder this weekend. Again, I throw the 10% chance in on Friday, really just to account for any small chances of precipitation late Friday into early Saturday. Again, a flurry or two is not out of the realm of possibilities. 40s for highs Sunday, 50s for highs Monday, Tuesday of next week, as morning lows climb above freezing, and then we introduce rain chances back in by the middle parts of next week as well. That does it for the forecast for those without power that were wanting the latest information. There it is. A reminder, the Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank, a digital weather platform serving 33 parishes and counties across northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas, and western Mississippi. It's made possible by the local businesses that you see there on your screen, and many of those local businesses are standing by waiting to help you. Again, if you need a roof inspection, schedule it at brownsroofingla.com. If you need if you have water damage or discolored walls, ceilings, things like that, and you think you have water damage, you can call ServPro. Again, the local number, 318-345-5121. If for some reason somebody doesn't get you squared away there, you can go to servpro.com and look for assistance there. 3B Outdoor Equipment and 3B Hardware have chainsaws and generators. Matt said they probably wouldn't hang out long, but if they do, those are still in stock, or if they're still in stock, they're standing by waiting to help you as well. Russell Moore Lumber has 20-foot utility poles in stock, or at least they were making them earlier today and had them available. So this is all information that I had from earlier today. And again, a reminder that if you need assistance and you just don't know where to turn, 211 is always standing by waiting to help to connect you to local resources that are available in your area. Again, call volume has been extremely high, but they are still standing by 24/7, 365. That is a free confidential call to help get you squared away. I'll join you tomorrow morning with a look at the forecast. Going to try to get back to normal tonight in some degree with a look at the Fish and Game, made possible by First South Farm Credit tonight at 8 p.m. That's also a good forecast graphic to just get you squared away as we head toward your Thursday. Again, I'll join you tomorrow morning with a look at the forecast, and it's always available at digitalweatherdesk.com and on the Digital Weather Desk app. Special shout out to the folks at Flying Tiger Pizza, Flying Tiger Brewery and Pizza Bar for feeding the Floyd family, and the folks that we have at our house tonight swung by. So if you need somewhere to go tonight just for a warm meal, it smelled delicious in there. So they're open. Go by and see the gang and tell them the Digital Weather Desk sent you. They may ask you to leave. Just trying to make everybody smile. Thanks so much for stopping by. The Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank, as always. So glad you're part of this community. Hang in there, stay warm tonight. I'll check in with you tomorrow morning.